Yeah. Hey, I don't like that way. Hmm. Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, that's a little better. What's up, everybody? What's going on? What's up? What's up? Welcome to this fine early edition of BS with Hannas. That's me. What's up? Good morning, Hannas. GM Hannas. Good morning. Growth mindset. What's up? What's happening? Happy Monday. Shit. Wow. Yeah, Jerome's in the chat already. You are an early riser. What's up, dude? Yeah, I'm up early as shit. I got some side work this week. Side work this week means I got to be on site on the clock by 6. It's 5:38, so I'm only going to be out here for a couple minutes. But I didn't want to miss it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to miss the cash just because I got to work. Just meant I had to go to bed early as shit last night. He woke up because he had a dream. Hey, that's right. Happy MLK Day, man. I forgot it's MLK Day. MLK Day is an interesting one. Martin Luther King's writings, Martin Luther King's speeches are exceptional. If you've never actually sat and read what he wrote, I would recommend doing so. You know, I don't know if he was how much of a communist he was or wasn't. I don't know how MK Ultra he was or wasn't. I don't know how much part of the machine he was or wasn't. Very interesting subject. Very, very interesting. I took a whole class in college, the literature of Martin Luther King Jr. And there's a that's a liberal state college education for you. Yeah, dude, check it out. Check it out for sure. You know, he's an exceptional writer, exceptional speaker, a very important man in history. And just because he's misaligned by the current right wing doesn't really mean too much because the current right wing they're not sending their best. But that's a side spiral. Anyway, yeah, it's a fucking Monday morning early as shit. I was up around 4. I was up around 4 just so I can get my readings done, go out and take my nice walk, go out and ponder. You know what I'm saying? Got that outdoor workout in, 45-minute outdoor workout per 75 hard. I figure if I get up at 4, get that workout in, do my reading, I'm wide awake, man. I'm ready to fucking get after it, which is good because I hate, like I said the other day, dude, when I oversleep or when I'm groggy or when I'm not with it in the morning, my whole energy is fucked up. It's all jacked up. And it's a stacked day today. You know, I got to be at the side gig by about 6. Hopefully I'll be done that by around 11. Catch that 45-minute regular workout and get to the burger joint by around noon. Then work that till about 8. Hopefully I'm done on time. And it's not a 9 or 9:30 kind of night because I'm back up at 4 a.m. tomorrow. And this waking up early shit, dude, it's a superpower. I'm envious of those whom it comes naturally to. And I've been trying for years, years, quote unquote, trying, to integrate it into my regular life. It's the fucking differentiating factor, man. You get up early and just when you're up and after it before while the whole world is still in dreamland, they're out, fucking snoozing. It's completely separating factor. The thumos is extraordinarily high the earlier you wake up. And I feel good about myself when I do it. Of course, it's not easy. Some of them are saying it's the hardest thing in the world. Cats that have been doing this shit for 20, 30 years still say that the early wake up is the hardest thing in the world. You know, Jerome says, facts, bro. You're unlocking the real superpower. That late night shit is so useless. It is and it isn't. For me, I think a lot of it is ingrained from the years of alcoholism, you know, straight up. From the years of conditioning myself to say, well, the hours are the hours. Work hard, play hard. I'll pay the tax tomorrow. Yeah, that's true if you're in that life. If you're in that life, that's exactly how it goes, dude. But you don't want to be, shit, get me out of that life. It's just the remnants of it, it's the remains of the old self. It's dying off, but it doesn't go peacefully. It's not a single execution. That old self type shit, What I'm learning is that it clings, it stays, it's doing all it can to fucking keep its grips on you, when you decide to really change yourself and change your life and change how you operate and how you move. That old part doesn't want to go, dude. It's comfort, it's familiar. It fucking has its grips in you, and its death rattle is long and wicked. The witching hour. Yeah, I grew up. My pops always said nothing good happens after 11. And again, it's true and not true. I find when I'm left to my own devices, if all I'm doing is working and grinding, well, for one, my occupation sometimes dictates working till 10:30 at night. So if I don't get home till almost 11, and the way I get after it, if I'm taking a walk at night or if I'm fucking hitting the gym or staying up reading or, God forbid I want to hang out and, watch a movie or just relax or something like that or go see people. Now it's a 12 o'clock, 12:30 night. It's just unsustainable doing that, even when I'm up to, good things, which I often am, just because I'm out late sometimes. I'm not out drinking and drugging. I'm not out being creepy. I'm not out fucking up to no good. Sometimes you're still out till 1. Sometimes I'm still out till 2. And it all depends, I guess that's the idea of sacrifice. You gotta sacrifice things in the present for a reward in the future. That stands to reason, that's very true. And sometimes it's just straight up just because of work. Other times it's like if I'm tracking, if I'm recording music, if I'm out, at the studio. There's been times I'm at the studio till 12:30 or 1. Me and my dude, we're working guys. My producer, my drummer, my man, shout out Danny, he's a drum teacher. So if he's teaching till 8 or 9 at night, and then we gotta get the studio ready, and then we gotta actually track. That's not a quick process. I like to think I work fast. I pride myself on working fast. Uh, but sometimes, you still need to punch the clock and fucking put that time in. And that turns into a 1 or 1:30 night session, nice and quick. So if I'm done the session at 1:30 and I'm home by around 2, in bed 2:15, I'm gonna get up at 4. That's like it's fucking superhuman shit. People do it. Maybe I'm just not committed enough. Maybe I'm just not at that level. But that's idealist. That's idealist thinking or complacent thinking. I don't know. There's a tension between the two. I like to think I fucking grind, dude. I like to think I get after it. There's always someone doing more. There's always someone waking up earlier. There's always someone up, staying up later, putting in more work, putting in more time. The question then becomes, do I am I concerned with them? That's a tension sometimes. I shouldn't be. Healthy competition's good like that, but when you're talking about 2 hours of sleep, that don't seem like healthy competition. But maybe it doesn't need to be healthy competition. Maybe sometimes it's just straight up fucking attrition. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. That's the shit I'm thinking about. But I do know that when I hit the bed tonight, bro, I will feel good. I will feel like I put in a straight up motherfucker of a day at work, covering all the bases, hitting what I had to hit, a little bit extra. It'd be very easy to just be like, man, I got to work early. Not doing the podcast. I'll get out of here for 10 minutes and fucking talk to the people. The whole premise of this show is I'll wake up and take a nice walk and read some good stuff. Did it, did it, did it. Then I'll talk to the people doing it. Ordinarily, I'll go lift some weights and, got to make that money first. Got to get out there and grind first, for better or worse. For better or worse, ideally, and shit, even if I wasn't my ideal life, say I had millions in the bank right now, say I was industrious and I was fucking flowing in liquid capital and say I was just killing it, right? Well, the next level is all right. So you're rich and you did it. You're a success on paper. You still sleeping in? It's a great argument to say that's bitch made bullshit too. Now, granted, I would like to think if I had all that at my disposal, if I wanted to go to bed at 9 or 10, maybe even 7 or 8 for all I know. If my time wasn't bound up into obligations and responsibilities and employment, being a W-2 wage earner, I'd like to think maybe everything would be different. Fundamentally, it would all be different, but that's a roundabout way of saying we're out here dream chasing, dog. We're out here fucking getting after it. That's what that's where I'm at, dude. And even when I get fucking beat up and when I'm down and out, when I'm fucking down on myself and pissed off and negative and so on and so forth, man, I gotta just hold on to that. I gotta hold on to that vision. Gotta hold on to that, you know, faith. Faith is the evidence of things yet seen. Trust the vision and keep after it, man. Keep ripping. That's what I talk about all the time. So happy motherfucking Monday. Jerome says financial success isn't meant for everyone. 150 grand a year would have killed me. Yeah, but 150 grand a year. And me too, by the way. That would have been, well, what do they say about money? They say money amplifies who you already are. If you're a piece of shit with deep pockets, you'll do scummy piece of shit with deep pockets things. If you're the fucking man, if you're a good dude, if you mean well and intend well and do awesome things, if you're righteous, in other words, deep pockets can only make you more righteous. That's just logic. That's just fucking rational thinking. But we're dumb humans, you and I especially. Yeah, if you'd have put 150 grand in my pocket 5 years ago, wouldn't have lasted very long. That's for damn sure. At best, it wouldn't have lasted very long. At worst, shit, who knows? At worst, bad, bad, bad things. Gorilla noises? Oh, yeah, it's way too early to be spiraling, dude. Way too early to be spiraling. But, that's just how it goes. 150 grand a year ain't even, I guess that's financially successful. It's much better than what I'm doing now. Shit, that would feel like a dream come true. 150 grand a year. What's that? Like a little over, that's like 12 G's a month, something like that. 12 or 13 G's a month. That's little money. That's small dollars once you get into the realm of talking about real dollars. But what do I know? It's all fictitious thinking right now. Right now, when I'm bound by linear time and watching this clock go from 5:48 to 5:49, momentarily it'll be 5:50, which means I gotta fucking go. But that's all good. It's a Monday wake up call, a fine Monday edition. BS with Hannas, that's me. It's what I call myself on the internet. My forward facing character, my forward facing brand. Nicky Hannas, yeah, buddy. Out here on a fine Monday morning, BSing, bullshitting. That boy's spitting though, but it's all good. Happy Monday, yo. Keep it real, everybody. Holler at your boy. You can find this on YouTube at BS with Hannas. I'll send it out to Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, so on and so forth. You want some music, some heavy blues metal? NickyBehannas.com, NickyBehannas.bandcamp.com, NickyBehannas on all streaming services. You want to support the mission? I got a Patreon.com/NickyBehannas. If you want to throw some dollars at your boy, buy me a coffee and shit. Fucking just hanging out. It's nice. The Patreon's a nice condensed stream of all the things I do. Be it the talk or music. I've got a nice little discography I've built up over the years. So yeah, I like to just keep after it, man. A little bit of something every day goes a long motherfucking way. So yeah, man. Happy Monday. Keep it real. I'm out of here. One love. Peace.